Big Bitcoin move building. Is that the case? Which way is it going to go? We're going to look at the charts and discuss it.
1, 2, 3, go!
What's up, guys? Crypto Savvy here with another Bitcoin update. Happy Monday morning. I hope you're all doing good this morning. Before I begin, I'm going to start out by saying I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. Before you do any investing or trading in the market, I suggest that you do your own due diligence and your own research. With that being said, if you haven't already, please click the subscribe button in the bottom right hand side of the screen and give it a thumbs up if you like the content. Also share if you belong to any groups. With that being said, let's get into the charts. Looking at the Bitcoin daily. Still looking at this falling wedge, and I am going to zoom in a little bit and to see where we're at with the charts today. All right. Well, if you guys remember, we were watching this thinking it could be a possible inverse head and shoulders, and it got rejected at the neckline this last time, and we had a sell-off. And if we go into the daily RSI, I was also watching this rising widening wedge, and we broke out of the bottom, and I had said to watch this bottom line, and if we broke out, we'd probably have a sell-off, and it looks like that's what happened. Now we're having a little tick up, looking like we could possibly come up and try to test and try to get back in this again. It's really key to watch this line. If we get rejected, obviously we'll have another sell-off and come back down. But let's look at the 4-hour and the RSI real quick, kind of do a recap of what we were looking at before this sell-off. If you remember, I was watching this channel, and I always bring this up just to kind of give people an idea what to look for and what to watch, especially in the RSI. I really like the RSI. Gives a lot of clues of what's going on. We were staying inside this channel, and if you remember back here, we did a little dip down below and pop back in, and it looked like we were continuing to make higher lows. So I thought that we would go up and maybe test this line one more time before coming down. But I also said to watch this bottom line, and if we broke through, we would probably have a sell-off, and that's exactly what happened. As of right now, let's get back into the chart. Go back to the daily. All right. Now, what's going on now? Well, we hit this support line right here around 3480 area, and it looks like it's holding for now. But if we look at it, this could be a bear flag coming down, and we could, come back down in here. But the key areas to watch is this 3480 area, and see if we break below that, then the next support is around 3414, and then after that, looking at about 3300. Obviously, if we break below that, then we're looking at a possible double bottom. And to be honest, that's what I think is gonna happen here, and not right away. Get into the 4-hour, kind of show you what I'm thinking might happen. But again, this isn't financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. Also, one more reminder, if you haven't, please hit the subscribe button and give it a thumbs up, and share the video if you belong to any groups, Facebook, whatnot. But anyway, here we go to the 4-hour chart. And if you look here, let me change this to a yellow line, kind of give you guys an idea what I'm looking at. I'm going to shrink it down too. It looks a little fat. There we go. All right, so this could be possibly what we're looking at here. Let me move this just a hair. Sorry, guys. All right. Could this possibly be another triangle forming here? Well, if so, that would give me reason to believe that this next move is going to be upward momentum. As you can see, over last night we tried to climb up here, but we got nice rejection right around where we had support at the 3560. Do I think that we're going down from here? Not necessarily. We zoom in a little bit. Let's get into the 1 hour. Kind of look at where we're at here in the 1 hour. Obviously, we've had a big rejection candle here. There's another. If you remember yesterday, I pointed out this triangle and said, if we drop through, we could possibly. A lot of times these triangles will pop down and then come back up and try to get back in them, or come up, come sideways, go around and back, continue up. But as of right now, I'm going to show you something I was looking at earlier. Kind of fractals, if you guys are familiar with fractals. If you see right here where we had this sell-off and then we came down and kind of had some sideways for, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 days. And then we did a dip down and then climbed back up and got a higher high here. That's possibly what could be happening with this area. And this could turn into another BART pattern. If you're not familiar with a BART pattern, it's like this here. It kind of looks like Bart Simpson's head, and it comes down. But this one would be an inverse and then come back up. Now, let's look at the my EMAs here. I got the 8, the 13, the 21, and the 55 that you can see. The 200's way up here. The yellow is the 55. So it looks like they're trying to turn up right here. And usually when these cross, then we get a bullish move. Like the 8 would cross the 13 first. And then the 21, excuse me, is right here. And this is the 55 yellow up here. And I believe if this candle can build strength back up, if we do a measured move on that, if this is a bull flag forming here, looks kind of like a goofy bull flag now, but we still measure the pull. Come up here, and if we were to break out, that would come right up to the top of this resistance line I've drawn right here in this triangle, which would make a lot of sense. We'd get back up in here, and then what would probably happen is, get a rejection and come back out and test it again. And if we do break through, our next resistance is going to be right here at 36.44, and that's a pretty strong resistance. But if it was possible to move through that, we look in the 4 hour again. Sorry, I keep switching back and forth, but trying to get it to make sense to you guys. This is the area I was talking about. If we broke through here, we would run into, in the 4 hour, this is the 21 moving average, and that would be right around the same time it hit the top of this triangle here. Like I said, we could probably get some rejection there and then possibly move up from there. We really have to keep an eye on these support and resistance lines. Like I said, this resistance right here, the 36.44, is going to be a heavy resistance. But if we're able to get through that, I believe this will turn into like a BART pattern, kind of choppy, but a little BART pattern, and maybe come up and test this area around the 4,000, 4,050 range. And that's what I'm looking at right now. Now, again, we could go down from here. That is where you have to really pay attention to these resistance lines and these support lines. But the support line right here is the one we're watching now. If this fails, we're going to probably go back down, and it's around the 34.80 range. The next support after that, like I said, is the 34.20. So anyways, I hope you guys have a good Monday. Please don't forget to click the subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and let me know what you think. Leave comments in the bottom, and if you have any suggestions, anything I can add, to help the channel out, let me know. And with that being said, you guys have a good Monday. Thanks.